either.
Right. See, this is why I need my people. I can't figure this out. Those of you who want to know, music is from Steve Clark, jazz musician. Met him in person. Awesome musician. You guys gotta check him out.
Local guy.
I will definitely put him in the Facebook info. Nice music.
Hello.
Hi guys.
On this crazy day, and welcome to another edition of Spoken Voices. As you can see, we're not in the studio because of obvious reasons. The coronavirus has basically left us isolated in the house, which is fine, with the exception of the producer of the show is driving me crazy at this point, but we're going to get this done.
That's why when you get married to someone who's creative, who love to do crazy stuff like me, Boricua, hey, that's what I love doing.
And we're just hoping everybody's fine. Everybody's doing what they need to do and listening to what the CDC says and what your state representatives are telling you to do as far as quarantining, not quarantine so much, but the distance between, you know, when you go out and you come back in, you wash your hands, you do everything that they ask you to do, and you'll be fine. Don't panic, but definitely take precautions because you don't want to get sick. And 80% of the people who get it don't get, you know, it's not fatal, but don't take the chance, especially when you're as old as my producer. So.
That wasn't nice.
I'm just saying.
But anyway.
I'm just saying.
He's older than me.
By 5 years, yes, I am. So, we have no clue of what we're going to talk about today, but we just wanted to try to make your day a little bit brighter. Hopefully we make you laugh, make you think, and whatnot. And oh, by the way, if you see a big head dog come by here, it's our dog. We really didn't want to tie him up or anything while we're doing this, so he may put his face in the camera. So
let's hope not. He's too huge.
Mm-hmm. He's falling asleep now, so maybe not. But he's only 3, so he may jump on my lap or something. Well, so what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I think what I would like to talk about would be, you know, what can we do to help each other, especially for married couples, because we can get on each other's throat. So
nerves.
No, nerves. Yeah. So anyway, I always try to be creative as far as what can I do to liven up the household. So, you know, our relationship, as far as I know, my husband loved watching TV and he loved watching CNN. Anyway.
I love sports too, but considering that they're not playing right now, I guess I'm.
But we're going to talk about
in a quandary.
What can we do? So he likes to watch his CNN. I lock myself up in the room, big space, where I can relax, play some music, write, create, as far as maybe do some little artwork. I am working on a little project, so I try to keep myself busy there. He may continue watching TV, so you want to come along and you know, just sit down for a minute with your hubby and hey, just try to see if you could try to make them do creative things, you know. As far as maybe playing cards, singing together. Oh, we gotta do some singing today.
No, we're not.
Anyway, but
you know, I try to be, you know, I'm a very artsy person. I write a lot and I try to create, you know, different things and different poetry and stuff like that. And for me, I have to be inspired to do it. You know, I just can't sit down in front of a piece of paper and go, okay, I'm inspired, let me do it.
But it's all in your mind. You know, you gotta push yourself and you have to visualize yourself doing something.
Yeah, but you can't, I mean, when it comes to being creative and stuff, you really can't tell somebody else how to be creative. It's their own way of doing things.
Yeah, I know. You gotta be.
That's why I don't bother you when you start zapping all over the house.
Well, because
I leave you alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and I like run up and down the stairs.
Yeah, and I do. I literally run up and down the stairs. That's my exercise.
Hmm.
Up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Again, you also have part people are probably saying, why is she so happy? Why is she so up? You know, you gotta have faith over fear. You cannot let this crisis overcome you. You can't allow this to, to determine your situation, or, to determine your life. You gotta be able to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to run my life and I'm going to run my day. No, you cannot run outside. No, you can't work. No, you can't do certain creative things like be among, socialize with other people, because right now we're all being tested. I'm just going to put it all out there. So here we are, we're confined in our homes, and some of us are just like, what am I going to do? I'm going crazy. I can't stand this. I need to get out. No, you need to start learning how to be creative, and especially when it comes to family, because you know what, from what I see, there's too much iPad, the telephone, the tablets, everybody's running outside, they're all doing their thing. Well, guess what about your home? Sometimes we neglect, and I admit I'm one of them, where I'm so busy doing some other things outside that I neglect some of my stuff here at home. It could be one, communication when it comes to your family. Not spending enough time with your children, communicating, talking to them, trying to find out, hey, how's your day? Or is there anything going on, especially school, where the kids are being bullied all the time. And I'm a parent. Well, they're not little anymore.
No, I'm like,
I
kids are young
remember
enough to go to
when
school. Our grandkids are.
yeah, but I remember when my kids, first and foremost, they're all boys. They were never bullied. Not that I know. I don't know, but I know I was bullied as a little girl, and I had to fight back. And you just got to be able to communicate, talk, express each other's feelings, hug, kiss each other. Play Unos. We have Unos. We can play cards, or we got instruments. This is a clave, and I use this to relax and to just to hit certain notes and to understand certain musicality.
But
I also
the thing,
I'm not finished.
oh, okay.
I also have this beautiful little, little thingy where you want to play, and I drive him crazy because I play with congas. So no, I ain't perfect, honey, but guess what? I'm getting there. So just keep yourself busy, people, and be happy, be productive, and that's what makes me happy. God knows that when I'm not happy, he's miserable, because I'll make him miserable. But anyway, he never. First and foremost, I'm just so grateful and able to have a technology as this, since we don't have the studio and it shut down, and also to be able to be creative, and try to help our community, especially when it comes to married people, and it's just the two of us and our dogs. So you got to stay up and not let this overcome your life. And it's all about your mind. It's about communication. It's about what you want to do. And in order for you to succeed this and overcome all this, we have to stay positive. I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead.
No, it's just that
I took over.
The biggest problem is that you can't go out. You can't really socialize. If most of the time, if your family is in another, it's almost like your kids or your brothers and sisters living in another state, and you can't go out and get them. But at this point, because of the virus, because they're telling you to social distance yourself between people, you can't really go over people's houses. But again, that doesn't stop you from getting on social media or getting on FaceTime or whatever the heck they have out here now on your phone, on your computer, and sit there and talk. Can't talk. I talk to my granddaughter mostly every Sunday because I can't go see her. And it'll probably be fine for me to go see it. I just don't want to take the chance, It's because when you think that, you're not going to, something's not going to happen to me. If that's your mentality, then that's fine for you. But what you don't want to do is get someone else sick. And, if you don't care about, you figure that you're young and you can do whatever you want to do, that's fine. But know that if you have it and it's not affecting you, it actually can. If you come around somebody else, it can affect them too. But enough about that. Let's talk about something else.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to talk about?
You know what, let's just, I just want to talk about, what can we help people who's watching us? What can we do as far as helping them to, stay, creative at home, and
Mm-hmm.
certain, what is it that we can tell them, as a matter of fact, what's helping us, what's helping
Mm-hmm.
us to stay upbeat, and what's helping me to be joyful and be happy, I don't know.
You basically have to be self-sufficient
Mm-hmm.
for me. I mean, if you're the kind of person that likes to go out, likes to be around a lot of people, if you likes, wow,
Mm-hmm.
that was grammatically messed up. If you like to be around a lot of people, right? And your whole thing is this whole social thing where you want to go out and go to clubs and stuff like that, this would be killing you. If you're self-sufficient, if you can basically take, be secure in being by yourself for a little while, you'll get through this fine. You'll grab a book, you'll either look at TV, you'll watch a movie or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, if you like going out, this is probably driving people crazy.
Yeah, what I do is every day. Of course, I have time to relax as far as writing. I always encourage the kids to, get a pencil,
Mm-hmm.
pen, a pad, and sit outside in the backyard, relax a little bit, play a little bit of music, have a little bit of wine. Only for the adults.
I was going to say it. Even the kids?
Well, they're all older. They're like 30, 26, so they're fine.
We have like 4 granddaughters.
No, but okay. So
you're
anyway,
giving them wine too?
the thought is
you messed up.
Make sure that you have your children with you, have them all have a pad, a notebook, and make them write. Ask them a simple question. How are you feeling? Writing on a piece of paper. What's your goal? Write your goals. Teach them that.
This is actually a good time to start, especially for young kids too, even younger or old. Yeah. Doesn't make a difference. To start writing down the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Once this thing is finished, and it probably gives the person that goes to work every day, that does the 9 to 5, to be able to sit down and say, "This is what I really want to do." Especially when you get in your 50s, like us. Now you have the time to sit down and say, "Okay, when do I want to basically start living my life according to where I want to go?"
Mm-hmm.
And if you're able to do that now, then you have the time now. You have the time to sit down and try to figure out and put down a game plan on how you want to get to what your goal is for you, as opposed to saying, I got the next, what is retirement, like 60 something? I got the next 12, 15 years to make this company rich, as opposed to doing something that I want to do for me. Because I tell the kids all the time, you'll never be with rich or wealthy working for somebody else.
Yeah, you have to have your own set of mind, as far as developing your mind. Hey, you got YouTube, learn certain skills, learn something. That's a great way to keep yourself alive, just to keep yourself busy. If there's a subject, or there's a hobby you like, let's say, like piano, piano. Okay, I want to learn about piano, so I'll go to YouTube and I'm going to learn those keys, and it's a great way of start learning how to be creative. Congas, I love congas. I play congas once in a while, and I love expressing myself. So that makes me happy. Instruments makes me happy. Music makes me happy. He's a singer and he loves jazz. And what I love about our relationship is hearing his voice, especially when he sings to me for breakfast. So, that's a beautiful thing. You just got to be creative, and that's what's keeping us going, and I always believe in this. Stress is the number one killer, because when you stress, I believe your body starts shutting down. So you want to be very careful with that, especially with this corona going around. So keep yourself happy, keep yourself relaxed, and find ways to help your mind to be at ease, and just visualize yourself doing certain things. And again, you have the YouTube, call a family member, call somebody you never heard of, or you never heard from, and say hi. Say hi.
Guys,
Stop.
that's randomly. Pick up your phone, right? And dial any number that you want. Just call somebody.
Talk to somebody, because no, seriously, in a serious note, I truly believe that, if there's anyone out there that know anybody, sometimes it's so hard to even talk about these certain things, because nobody wants to talk about it. And I do, because I'm very open. I want to talk about certain things, especially when it comes to suicide. There's too many children committing suicide, not just children, but also adults. I tell you from the bottom of my heart, that is just, it's just so sad. And we need people like us to tell them it's going to be okay. Don't give up. It's a test. You need to push yourself and believe in yourself that you can overcome this. Don't let this stop you from things that, there's something else in the future for us. This is the beginning. This is nothing compared to what may happen later on. And we need to stay strong. This is the time to start saying to yourself, I need to stand my ground, and I'm going to stay strong. Don't give up. And again, I enjoy.
Pause it. Pause that for a minute.
Okay.
We're gonna have to pause this for just 1 second. I think my dog just got to the garbage.
Okay, we're back.
That was a doggy break. We also not only have a German Shepherd, we have a Yorkie who is garbage sensitive.
And she's very vicious. No, she's the vicious one.
Yep.
And she's this little.
Yep.
Oh my God. Hey, Max, you want to say hi?
Max, come say hi.
Come say hi, boo-boo.
Maxie, come in. Come in. Say hello.
Say hi, boo-boo.
No, I said come here. Stinky man.
Say hi, Max. Okay, not today.
No. He will when you least expect. There's his head, folks.
I'll be right there, Mama. You're punished. You want any garbage?
Yep, this is our big boy. Him's a good man all the time.
But like what were we talking about? Just
you were talking about suicide and stuff like that. Yes, this will bring on people who have depression, right? Okay, anything that happens outside of the ordinary, we know, even if you're a layman like me, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, that you realize anything out of the ordinary, and this is damn sure out of the ordinary, because people are passing away from it. If you suffer from depression, right, that is probably the only part of it that you're thinking of, no matter how old you are. And you're thinking like this is this fatalistic thing that's going to happen, and we're not going to make it through it. And my God, what about my family? Who's going to get it? And that will bring on depression. So if you know anybody like that, see, this is the biggest thing. If you do have a family member, a friend that's like that, that you know suffers from depression, then you need to constantly stay in contact with them and basically reassure them that this is something this too shall pass. And you have to be really on somebody like that, because you really don't want anything to happen to a family member or a friend that you already know has a precondition for depression.
Yeah, just stay positive. And if you have animals, birds, fish, pets, just give them a lot of attention. We have Faith. She kind of made a mess in the kitchen. So.
We've transitioned. Hold on a second, guys. We've actually transitioned from the human condition to our pet Yorkie.
Because my baby's punished. She's in the room for a minute.
She went into the garbage.
Yeah, she made a mess.
She made a mess, and she went into the garbage. You said put her in the bathroom. I was thinking about opening the front door and letting her be free.
No, she's just a sweetheart. So no, she's only there for a minute. But my loving, oh my God, I'm just trying to, please, if there's anybody out there who wants to talk to me, just email me, and please, just email us, Spoken Voices Community TV @gmail.com, and reach out to us. We would love to hear from you, and if there's anything you want to talk about or you think that we should talk about, just, shout out to us and just let us know. And again, I really want to be able to give someone a voice. And again,
that's our purpose.
That's my
though.
biggest worry is
this,
how
this,
people feeling.
This is our purpose. The main reason we came up with the show. And the main reason we're on public access, channel 192.
Yeah.
In the west of Connecticut.
Western Connecticut.
Yeah, it's because we wanted to be able to do a show that was fun, that people can relate to, and be able to bring subjects that people want to hear and want to talk about. Didn't want to bring on shows about, cars and stuff like that because you can find that anywhere. We wanted a platform where we can basically help people. We did a show on autism. We did a show on music. The last couple of shows, it's just been me and my wife. And the subject matter has always been stuff that it's concerning to a lot of people. And we want to keep that going. Mm-hmm. Even on a time like this where we'll put something on YouTube and hopefully people will see it and say, there are two people on TV on my YouTube. Who are these people? Pop it and, realize what we're talking about.
Pop it.
Pop the button.
Oh.
I'm old. Should I have said push the button?
Something like that.
Push the mouse.
Oh, whatever.
No, but it's true. I mean, that's what we want to do. We want our show to be about everything and anything, but also to help people, and to make people laugh and make them feel better. And that's why we're here.
Yeah. So again, let's bring up the spirit, put some music on, play some instruments, reach out to people that you haven't spoken to and just tell them how much you care about them and love them. And also if they don't want to reach out to you, it's okay. No big deal. As long as you want to feel good about yourself. But you
feel better by doing it yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the number one thing that you want to do. And that's a beautiful thing, especially when you have a passion and you're working on something, nothing bothers you. Nobody bothers you. You don't care about people's opinion because, hey, you got a passion and you're working on something and it feels great and you're so excited because you finally found your passion. And it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're 10, 20, 30, 40 or 50, 80, whatever, you have a passion.
Keep going. 90,
you have a passion.
100.
Go for it, if you're bilingual and Espanol, I just kind of threw that in there.
My wife believes that the world is mostly Latino.
No, that's not true.
Not.
No. Hold up. No, well, my show, again, I'm trying to reach out to the Latino community because, there's not too much Spanish. I don't know, but I just don't see too much Latino Spanish, something. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. But, we can have a little TV show about somebody, like us, it doesn't always have to be celebrities, I mean, great for them. I'm happy. But guess what? There are individuals that like this Puerto Rican and Afro, hey, we people out there, we also have ideas and we also have dreams and passion. And we try to keep it in a balanced way, no, hey, we just got to be positive, and I think that we should create, people like us should start creating stuff and do your own little show, it's not always about celebrities,
Exactly. Forget them.
No.
Forget them. No, forget celebrities, because basically what we do as a society, right? Mm-hmm. We put celebrities on this pedestal, right? We don't know these people. They can be the most heinous people in the world, but because you like them in a movie, all of a sudden they become, omnipotent, right?
No.
We put them on the same thing as we put God, which is
different. No.
It's insane. They're just normal human beings.
I'll give you an example. I was traveling. And I met, there was a celebrity, he got off his van and one of the people that I was with got too excited. So, no, she just went buck wild, and then he noticed that and I saw him, he was looking kind of like, okay, she just recognized me. And I'm looking at the guy and then I'm looking at him, I was like, what? I mean, like, can you stay calm? Like, what's the problem? So she cried. She actually was like crazy.
Cried.
And I'm like, yeah, like what you just said, like people act like these celebrities are gods, but you know what? God bless them. I know for a fact that when I do meet celebrities, and I have met celebrities, excuse me, hi, and then I go on my way. So what's the big deal?
See, but there's a difference though.
But I truly believe it. This is what one more thing, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I talk a lot.
Go ahead.
I think that if you have a passion and you enjoy doing something, nothing else matters. And God bless everybody. Everybody's doing a great thing, and you just have to have, you just got to believe in yourself. That's what I'm saying. Their celebrities, great. We can learn from them. And I like to, I like some, especially in the movie scene, but.
Well, they
I don't
can
watch
teach
too
you
much TV anyway.
if someone wants to show you what their preparation is for acting and whatnot. It may help an actor, like you act. So it would help somebody. My thing is coming from being from New York and have worked in New York and what you see so many people go by, you see so many celebrities. And I can tell you, I've seen like maybe 60, 70 celebrities in a year, right? I never said hello to any of them because I figure these people are just going about their day-to-day life.
It's a job.
Right?
I met celebrities.
Yeah, but they're walking on the streets of Manhattan. Why would you think as a human being that, hell, you know what, it's okay to stop this person from wherever he or she is going, ask for an autograph from somebody, want to hold a conversation with somebody. Would you do that to anybody walking down the street?
No, because they're human just like we are, and some of them don't want to be bothered. And you just got to respect their space,
Yeah. I mean, I don't hold them in high regard at all, other than the fact that they can do something that I'm impressed by, which is acting. Some can't act to save their lives.
Be nice.
You know what the thing is, too, and I was talking about the show. We have 5 children between us. And what I would like them to understand is this. You have to pursue whatever is good for you. And I want everybody out there to understand that who has children. All of our children, they run from, how old is Andrew? 31, right?
32.
32. Then Nate is 31. Adam is 27.
No, I think he's 28.
28. Brandon is 24.
Yes.
And Megan will be 23. 23.
Oh,
she'll be 23. We have 4 granddaughters, right? This is the deal. And I tell them this, and maybe this will help everybody out, parent out there. We put expectations on our children because, and this goes back to the movie thing or the basketball thing or the football thing. I love basketball and football and whatnot. I love, used to play basketball a little bit, but I'm only 5'9". There's no way in hell I would have been in the NBA. I'm too short. But
no comment.
I always told the kids this. You have to follow your dream. Don't try to be like Michael Jordan. Don't try to be like Denzel Washington, Robert Redford, Paul Newman, all these. You have to be you. And whatever you choose to do, whether it's on the higher scale of money, as in acting and playing a sport,
music.
Right? Or music, or if it's being the best damn janitor that you can possibly be. Whatever you choose to do, what makes you happy when you go to work and when you come home, just be the best at it. Try to be the best at it.
And be happy.
And be happy in what you're doing. Do something to make you happy. Yes, I would prefer for all 5 of them to be entrepreneurs, to go out here and make a way for themselves and not basically work for someone else to make them continually be rich, but be rich themselves. But if they do, treat the people that work for you like you want to be treated, like you were raised to treat other people.
Respect.
And then you're going to be happy. Any child that any of us have, our hopes and dreams comes down to one thing, for them to be happy, right? Regardless of what we're doing as parents, we want our children, well, 2 things, happy and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what our dream is for our children. And if we can pursue this, because I remember friends of mine being told by their parents a timeline of what they should be doing. You know, I was in college and I'd sit down and I'd hear a friend of mine say, well, I just spoke to my mother and my father. They say that I got to get a certain grade and a certain thing. And once I get out of here, they want me to do this. We raise our children, but we have to raise them the right way so they can make the decisions for themselves. Mm-hmm. We can't make a decision for another human being. And after a while, if you don't come to this realization as a parent, that our children grow up, they're no longer children. You can't tell a child that's 20-something years old, well, you can't go out tonight. You know, even in this pandemic, right? If your child wants to go out, you tell them take precautions, because I'd be doggone if you can tell a child, you know, well, you can't go outside now.
Well,
it's a choice.
When you say child, what age are you talking about?
I'm talking about in their 20s. I mean, child, they're always going to be your child, but they're always going to be your child. You know, that doesn't change. When they're 50, my mother is 90 years old. She still looks at me as her child, and I'm 58, you know, but I'm talking about as far as parents, it's going to be our child. And understand, they grow up, they're going to make their decisions. You made mistakes. I made mistakes. They're going to make mistakes too. We just hope that their mistakes are not big. Mm-hmm. You know?
Okay.
And that was my rant for tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully the next time you see us, we'll be back in the studio. Let's get rid of this coronavirus.
I know. I hope everybody stays well, stay safe, listen, and just try to keep yourselves positive, in a positive state of mind, because your mind is powerful. And it's so sad to I'm only cleaning my throat. Stop. Anyway,
she's hacking over your phone.
It's like, oh my God, you can't.
Every time you cough, you start thinking, oh shit.
No, wait, thank God. But it's like, if you have a simple cough, or if you want to clear your throat, everybody's like,
everybody's freaking out.
Oh my goodness. See, that's sad. But anyway, God, you can't even blow your nose.
Right. Before we sign off, you know why we don't have certain things in the house? Because I was in the supermarket, somebody sneezed. I said, fuck it, So there was something down that aisle that we needed, we didn't get.
No, you can't do that. You see, we can't.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. That's not nice. I mean, God, it's sad that you can't even go out or be at home with your husband, and he's coughing and I'm freaking out.
You know, if you're home with your husband or your wife and they got it, most of you probably
can't even sneeze.
You heard what I said?
Yes, I heard.
If one of y'all got it, the other one has it too.
I know.
Hey, get over it.
Yeah, just stay positive and always pray. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. So, again, I just hope and pray everybody stay home, relax, take it easy, play some music, and enjoy your life.
Have some fun. Can't do it.
I'm trying. This is why I miss my crew, guys.
She's trying to get the theme music.
John, Lauren. Oh my God, you guys. Who else? Mario. I miss you guys. You don't know how. First and foremost, the crew. You guys.
Why don't you sing for it to go?
The crew.
Don't play music.
I miss the crew.
Just sing. Sing for the people.
I miss my studio.
Sing for the people.
Steve, I love your music. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Steve. And continue what you're doing. We love you. You guys who are playing music out there. Come on, show us some videos. Show us what you got. I can put it out here on my Facebook so we can encourage our people. You're recording.
Were we not recording?